Good morning, my dear students. So today we are discussing the next topic, that is how does the nutrients they will be helpful for our body. So before going to start this topic, just we will recall what we have learned in a last class. So in the last class we have done some of the tests for the starch, protein and the fats also. That is practically we have done that is. So if the food color, if it changes into a blue black, then the food it will be shows that it is having the starch. If the food color, if it changes into a violet color, then it will shows the presence of the proteins. So if any oily patches appears on the paper, then it will show the presence of the fats in a food item. So these all tests we have done in a last class. Now today, so why we need these all types of the nutrients? What is the use of these nutrients to our body? Yes, of course. See, why we have to have this all the different varieties of the nutrients? Means all the nutrients, all the food items, they are providing us a different kind of the nutrient. So it will be helpful for our body. Yeah. Now if we move on to one by one, why we need carbohydrate, protein and the vitamins and minerals and fats to our body. One by one we will discuss and what are the sources of the each nutrient and what are the sources of each nutrient. One by one we will discuss. Now we will move on to the first one. We will discuss about the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. So what they are made up of? Carbohydrates, what are their functions? Then what are the sources of the carbohydrates? Carbohydrates, we will discuss now. Here carbohydrates mainly provide energy to our body. Here there are some sources of the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates made up of the compounds, that is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Carbohydrates, they are made up of the compounds, that is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Next, what are the functions of the carbohydrate? Here, the functions of the carbohydrate are multiple. They help to carry out the various physical activities effectively and effectively. Now, what about the fats? Here, fats also give energy. In fact, fats give much more energy as compared to the carbohydrates with the same amount of the carbohydrate. Here there are some sources of the fats. Fats they are also called as the lipids also. So these are the sources of the fats and the fats are lipids. Then what are the uses of fats? Fats help to our body to absorb the vitamins and to move the vitamins in your body, and also fats they are storing the energy, hence they will be helpful for the energy production in our body. Then the food containing the carbohydrates and the fats. The food containing the carbohydrates and fats, so together we are calling as the energy giving food. The food containing carbohydrate or fats, together we are calling as the energy giving food. These two we are calling as the energy giving food. Then what about the proteins? Here proteins also very essential to our body. Proteins are needed for the growth and repair of our body. Here there are some sources of the proteins. Yeah. Then what they are made up of? Proteins they are made up of the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. These are the components of the proteins. Proteins they are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. These are the components present in the proteins. Then what they are made up of? Here the protein typically they are formed by the 20 amino acids. Proteins typically they are formed from a 20 amino acids. Then what about the amino acids? Just those are the organic compounds you will learn in a higher classes. Here proteins they will be formed by the 20 amino acids. Then what are the functions of the protein? Proteins help in the structural support and also they will helpful in the movement of the body. In the body movement, proteins they are essential essentially, and also they will be fight against some of the germs. For this purpose, here proteins we are calling as the body building food. Proteins they are calling as the body building food because they are giving immunity power to our body. They fight against the germs. So because of this reason, proteins we are calling as the body building food. Then these carbohydrates, fats and proteins, these three commonly in our body these need in a large amount. So these they are called as the macronutrients. Means our body needs these all in a large quantity. So for this purpose, carbohydrates, lipids and proteins we need a large amount to our body. So these we are calling as the macronutrients. Then what about does our food contain? Does our food contain only carbohydrates, proteins? So these are all we are calling carbohydrate, fats and protein. These three we are calling as the macronutrients. We are calling as the macronutrients. Macronutrients means our body need more. Yes, our body need carbohydrates, fat and proteins in a large quantity. So these three we are calling as the macronutrients. So does your food contain only these three nutrients? No. With this, our food also containing the vitamins and minerals, phase and the water also. Then what are the vitamins and minerals present in our food? Now we will move on to discuss one by one. Here vitamins and minerals we required in a small quantity. Means our food it is our body it is having we need in a small quantity. So here vitamins and minerals we are calling as the micronutrients. Micronutrients. Micro is nothing but in a small quantity. Our body needs vitamins and minerals in a small quantity. So for this purpose, these are the micronutrients. Then what are the types of the vitamins they are present? What are the types of the minerals they are present? And what are the functions? And if the lack of the mineral and the vitamins in our body, what they are causing the diseases? Now we will go on to discuss one by one. Yes, now we will discuss about regarding the vitamins and the minerals in our food item. Here there are different kinds of the vitamins they are present. So which are those means here vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. So here these are the kinds of the vitamins that they are present in our food item. Here vitamin B and C we are calling as these two vitamins are water soluble. These two vitamins are water soluble. Vitamin B and vitamin C they are water soluble. Remaining vitamin A, D, E, K. So these are all they are fat soluble. So these are all fat soluble. Means they will be soluble in a fat. So vitamin B and C these are water soluble. Vitamin A, D, E and K. So these are all fat soluble. They will be soluble in the fat. So now what are the functions of each vitamin? What are the food sources of each vitamin? Now we will go on to discuss one by one. Now we will take first vitamin A. Here vitamin A keeps our skin and eyes healthy. Vitamin A keeps our skin and eyes healthy. Here there are some sources of the vitamin A. Then lack of vitamin A it will causes a disease that is the night blindness. In your food item, if vitamin A is lacked, if it is absent, then it will be leads to a disease. It will causing a disease that is the night blindness. Now vitamin B. Here vitamin B it will be helps to convert the starch and the sugar into energy. Means it will be helpful for the breakdown of the carbohydrates and it will be converted into a energy. and also vitamin B, it will be promotes the digestion and the growth. Then the lack of vitamin B1, here the vitamin B, there are different varieties are there, vitamin B1, B2, B3 up to B12 it is there, continuous it is there. So vitamin B1 we will take here, vitamin B, it may lack of vitamin B1, it may causes to a disease, that is the beriberi. Lack of vitamin B1, it will be causes a disease, that is the beriberi, that is the beriberi disease. Now we will go on to the another one vitamin, that is the vitamin C. Here vitamin C, what are the functions of the vitamin C? Here vitamin C strengthens our body blood vessels, maintains the bone and teeth health, and also prevent the infection against the cold, and also it will be increase also it will reduces our stress. Vitamin C strengthens our blood vessels, maintains the bones and teeth healthy, and prevent infections, cold, and reduces our stress. Here there are some sources of the vitamin C. And also vitamin C helps our body to fight against the diseases. Then lack of vitamin C will cause a disease, that is the scurvy. Lack of vitamin C causes a disease, that is scurvy. Now we will go on to the one of the important, that is the vitamin D. Here vitamin D, it is very essential to our body. Here and what are the functions? Vitamin D helps our body to use the calcium for bones and teeth. Vitamin D helps our body to use the calcium for bones and teeth. Here there are some sources of vitamin D, and also vitamin D helps in the maintenance of our nervous system and also functioning of the heart. Vitamin D helps maintain. Vitamin D helps for the maintenance of our nervous system and also functioning of our heart. Then lack of vitamin D, what it will be causes? Lack of vitamin D will be causes a disease, that is the rickets. So lack of vitamin D, it may causes a disease, that is the rickets. And here we can easily get vitamin D from the sunlight. Early morning, in a time period of 8 to within 10 o'clock in the early morning, if you stand in front of the sun, then our body it will preparing the vitamin D. Means sunlight, it is the very best source for the preparation of the vitamin D in our body. That is early morning only, not afternoon or night, only early morning. So this is the vitamin D functions, and what is the disease caused by lack of vitamin D, and what are the sources of food item we have known. Now we will go on to the vitamin E. So here vitamin E helps the blood flow in our heart. Vitamin E helps blood flow in heart and also vital function of our heart. It will be increases the function of our heart. Here there are some sources of vitamin E. Then what it will be causes if the vitamin E absent in our food item? Lack of vitamin E, it may be causes the reproductive failure. Means reproduction failure it will happen. So that is the cause for the vitamin E, lack of vitamin E in our food item. Now we will discuss now what last, that is the vitamin K. What is the use of vitamin K here? Vitamin K helps in the clotting of blood. And also helps in the protein synthesis in our body. It will helpful for the clotting of blood, and also it will be helpful for the protein synthesis in our body. Here there are some sources of the vitamin K. Now lack of vitamin K causes, that is delayed blood clotting. Means suppose if you have fell down, after applying some of the ointment, the blood it will be clotting, means the flow of blood it will be stopped. So suppose if the vitamin E is lacked in your food item, then it will be causes delayed blood clotting. Means blood it will be clotting, but it takes more time for the clots. So this is the lack of vitamin K. It will be causes. These are the disadvantages of vitamin K lack in your food item. Yes, now we will want to discuss about minerals. So minerals should essential. They also contain minerals also needed for our food. Means minerals also we need in our food item. Then what are the minerals? Minerals here including they are having calcium, iodine, iron, sodium, phosphorus, potassium and zinc. So these are all some of the minerals. These minerals should be present in our diet. Now we will discuss one by one. What are the sources of each mineral? What are the functions? And in the lack of mineral in your food item, which leads to the cause of which disease? Let's discuss one by one. First one I will take here. That is the mineral calcium. Here, mineral calcium it will be helps to build the bones and the teeth. Here, and also it will be helps to proper functioning of the heart and nerves. And it will be reduce pain and cramps. Cramps nothing but after doing the heavy exercise or after doing heavy work, you are getting some of the muscle cramp. So that is the cramps. Means it will it will be helpful for the proper functioning of our heart and nerves, and also it will be build the bones and teeth. And next one, it will be helps for the clotting of the blood. Calcium it will be helpful for the clotting of the blood. Here some sources of the calcium. Then lack of calcium mineral it may be causes the bone and tooth decay. So in your food item, if the mineral calcium is not present, so lack of mineral calcium it will be causes that is bone and tooth decay. Next we will take the mineral that is the iodine. Here iodine it will be helpful for the secretion of the thyroxine from the thyroid gland. It will be secrete thyroxine from the thyroid gland, and it helps to burn the fats, and it will convert the beta carotene into vitamin A. Here mineral iodine it will be converts the beta carotene into vitamin A. Also it will be regulates energy production in our body, maintains the hair, nail, skin and teeth. It will maintain the hair, nail, skin and teeth. Here some sources of the iodine. Then lack of iodine it will be causes a disease. Lack of iodine causes a disease that is the goiter. Lack of iodine it will be causes a disease that is the goiter. Now we will move on to the another mineral that is the sodium. Here sodium helps to control the blood pressure. Means it will be controls our BP, and also it will be regulates the functioning of the nerves and muscles. It will helpful for the functioning of the nerves and muscles. Here some sources of sodium are that lack of sodium it will be causes the cramps. Cramps is referred some of the muscle pain. Lack of sodium causes some of the muscle pain that is it will be causes the cramps. Next mineral that is the phosphorus. Here phosphorus required our body for the formation of the bone and teeth. It will be needed for our body in the formation of the bone and teeth. And also it will be involved in the metabolism of the carbohydrates, fats and proteins. Means here conversion of the means the digestion of the carbohydrate, fats and proteins. For that the phosphorus it will be helpful. Here some sources of phosphorus are lack of phosphorus maybe causes the reduced growth. Means growth of an organism it will be reduced, and also it will be decreases our metabolism. Means it will be decreasing our metabolism process. Means digestion process it will be decreasing. Then next one we will take, that is mineral potassium. Here mineral potassium also very essential in our food item. Here what are the functions of potassium? Here potassium helps to regulate the fluid balance in our body. Fluid balance is nothing but here blood also blood it will be maintaining the blood is a fluid, and also it will be maintaining the fluid balance in your body. Means the flow of blood it will be maintaining. Next we need the potassium. We need potassium for the functioning of the nerves and the muscles. We need potassium for the function of the nerves and the muscles. Then lack of potassium in our diet it will be cause us the bone diseases. If the in your diet, in your food, if the potassium it is lack, then it will be causes a bone diseases. Then we will go on to the last one mineral, that is the zinc. Here zinc it will be helpful to reduce the cholesterol deposits in our body. Mineral zinc it will be reduces cholesterol deposits in our body, and also helps in the making of the enzymes and some of the insulin. It will be helpful for making of the enzymes. Enzymes is nothing but these are the substance which increases the rate of chemical reaction in our body, that you can learn in a higher classes. Now here there are some sources of the zinc. Yes, lack of zinc in our food it will be causes to this reduced dietary intake. Lack of zinc in our food item it will be causes to the reduced dietary intake. So these are the some of the minerals. What are their sources? If these minerals is absent in our food item, is absent in our diet, then what they will be causing the diseases? That all we have discussed in this topic, that is vitamins and minerals. Now you may ask me that here our food contain, does our food having only carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins and minerals? Our food we need another some of the food items, another some of the nutrients which are not giving energy but they are necessary to our body. Which are those? Now we will want to discuss. So these are the food items, means these are the nutrients which are not giving energy to our body but they are necessary to our body. Now we will want to discuss which are those. Sometimes our food it will having more than one nutrient. Means for example, if you have taken the rice it is the rich content of the carbohydrates only. Means in the rice only carbohydrate, only one nutrient it is present in a large amount. So like this here some of the food items they are having only one nutrient in a large quantity. Now we will want to discuss about the with these, means with carbohydrate, protein, lipids and vitamins and minerals, our body also need some of the nutrients. So those are roughage, or also we are calling as the dietary fibers. Dietary fibers. With that we also need the water. Here now what are the uses of roughages? So our body they are not our body not needed for this, but they are essential for our body. Then what are the functions of the roughage or dietary fiber in our body, in our food? We will want to discuss. Here besides all these nutrients, our body needs the dietary fiber and water. Here then what are the functions of the roughages or dietary fiber? Here dietary fibers also we are calling as the roughage. Dietary fibers also we are calling as the roughage. Then what are the functions of the roughage? Here roughages or dietary fibers, these are most of them, these are the plant product. Means dietary fibers we are getting from the plant. Which are those? Means here such as the whole grains, pulses, potato, fruits and vegetables. These are all made up of the dietary fibers, which they are essential to our body. They are not giving energy to our body, but they will be essential in our diet. Then what are the functions of the roughage? Here roughage, it is not giving energy, but they will be needed for our body. Here what is the function of the roughage or dietary fiber? Means they are adding volume to your food. They will be add volume to your food and facilitate the easy movement of the waste food after digestion. The waste food which remains in our body, for that removal of the waste in your body, these roughages or dietary food fibers, they will be essential. Means to facilitate the easy movement of the waste product in our body, means we are throwing out the waste product. No? For that movement of the waste product in our body to the outside, for this purpose we need the dietary fibers. Then what about the water? Why we have to have the water? What is the importance of the water? Yes, my dear students, as you know that we can live without food 2 or 3 days, but we never live without the water in a single day. Why we need water? As you know that our body cannot store more amount of water. We need fresh supply of water daily. Then what are the functions of the water? What are the functions of the water? Here water, it will be essential. As you know that 56 to 75% of water, it is present in our body. So it is very essential for the digestion of the food item. For the digestion process we need water. And also water, it will be maintains our body temperature by sweating. Means our body, it will be maintaining body temperature by the sweating. And also we are removing some of the waste product from our body through the urine. Here urine also we are removing from our body, that is the waste product. And also it will keeps our blood flow thin. Here water, it will keeps our blood flow thin. So these are the some uses of the water. It is very essential to our body. These are the some uses of the water. Water is most of the important, and we need fresh supply of water in our life for our body. It is also one of the important nutrient to our body.